do you feel disconnected to nature? When we are living in cities and apartments, it's easy to disconnect to the nature, but then we need to reconnect again. Hey, I'm Ronja from CCM, where our mission is to help people to a better life mentally and emotionally. The first way is to go out in nature and observe. When I am out in the nature and observe the surroundings, I'm seeing the ducks on the pond, or like I see the trees or the leaves. I get a sense of calmness in me, and I feel like my energy starts to fill up, and I don't feel as exhausted or in a negative mood anymore, because it lifts me up. It fills me with the nature and with the energy of the nature. The second thing, and I do this so much, or not so much, but I do it frequently, and this is when I'm going out and when I am out in the nature, I sometimes pick stuff up and take it home with me, because the second thing is to bring the nature into you. And I do have a plant, and my partner has some more plants, and I will never say that his plants are my plants, because I'm an expert of killing plants, unfortunately. Like, I forget about them, or I overwater them, or I give them too much sun. Like, for some reason I have a bit hard time taking care of plants. And like I said, I have one plant and it's still surviving. I'm shocked. But when I am out, I sometimes bring in some other ways of nature into my house. And you can have plants in your home, and that will bring in the nature inside. But you can also find rocks or shells or pine cones, or dry out the leaves or flowers and take those with you home. Because when you see nature stuff in your home, you will feel more balanced, and you will feel the energy in it, even if it is dead things. Because even if it is a dead rock, like the rock itself isn't like a life force into it, your mind gets a bit calmer when it sees nature, because it is what it's programmed to see from some level, because we have nature all around us. Look out. Yeah, number 3 is just looking out of the window. Like when you're sitting in your office or in front of the computer, or like if you are much inside and you don't really have time to go outside, just looking outside, like looking on the sky, looking on the trees, will also calm yourself down, because that will also remind you of the nature. And if you look at a tree and think about it, at some level you start to reconnect, even if you aren't really near it. This 4th one is so powerful. It's probably the most powerful on this list. And it is to go out and take off your shoes and socks and put your feet on the ground. Like when I take my feet on the ground, I can sometimes kind of feel the energy exchange. Like my energy goes down and some energy going up. But taking your feet on the ground and feeling that sensation, like you will be in nature because you are standing on ground. And now when I say ground, I mean like grass or sand. I don't mean like the road. And you will like be in the nature, but you will also have contact with it, direct contact with it. And this goes a bit into number 5, and it is to touch things. Like now it's spring, and you know, when the flowers started to sprout and come up, my hands was like going all over like the flowers, and it is something like touching the flowers or touching the leaves you're going, or the trees, like touching the nature when you are going out, not just walk through it, like touch it and actually get the sensation on your hands a bit of the nature, because it will build the connection a bit stronger than if you would just go like without the thought, because when you're touching it, you need to have some thought of what you are touching.